Hello everyone and welcome back. Cameron Love, aspiring actor here, and we're at the season finale of season 3. And not only that, we're at another milestone. We're almost, after this video, we'll be more than halfway there. Halfway through Breaking Bad. We've met a lot of friends along the way. Combo, Jane, Q, Sebastian, Ben. The lawyer lady, she always knew how to make me laugh. Who could forget the kid on the bicycle? The room would just light up whenever Gonzo came in. No Juan can replace Juan. Bury that little troublemaker. Not Gale. Never Gale. Gale, I still don't trust this guy. Unless they get rid of that coffee maker, I'm expecting him to show up again at some point. I guess this is the... He didn't even finish his sentence. I guess this is the end, is what he was trying to say. And Walter just quickly shook his hand like, yeah, thanks, okay, bye. Like, Gale's hurt, man. Yes, I don't trust the guy. I think he's a psycho. Pinkman just bursts in. What's up, partner? Yo, it's all like shiny up in here. Gale's just like, he's in terror. He's wide-eyed. He's like, this makes no sense. Gale knows about Gustavo's like operation and like his home base, like, and Walter just kind of like tossed him out of a 1.5 million like gig. Like he said, he already tried to play it straight and narrow like before and like follow the rules, and he wasn't getting to where he wanted to be in life. And then even in this life of crime that he's taken up, like he's still not getting anywhere unless they get rid of that coffee maker. If I see that again, like, okay, he's coming back. They better dismantle that thing. I'm Walter's true best friend, not you. He's my bestie. We go way back. I've been thinking a lot about the end game and like, what is this all building towards? If we're halfway there, like, this is not going to be a happy ending. And they lived happily ever after, in witness protection. They had to change their names and flee the country. There's no way their reputation will stay a secret. Like, the name Heisenberg is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. How's Walter going to hide from that? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out everybody's end goal in all this. Walter and Gustavo. Gustavo respects the chemistry. And Walter respects the strategy. I think they see a lot of each other, a lot of aspects of themselves in each other. I think Gustavo's going to let Walter in more of the tricks of the trade. I don't think there's going to be betrayal, at least from Walter, because Walter wants that security, right, for his family, and Gustavo... How is there a bug in here? I sealed everything off. They're both control freaks. And in the same position, Walter would have done the exact same thing. He would have set the American and Mexican governments against the cartel so that he would own the entire production and distribution of meth throughout the entire Southwest. They're both psychos. And that's why I think Gustavo sees Walter as like a confidant. From what we've seen from Walter right now, he's tremendously prideful, and he hates being in debt to anybody. He hates charity, and he doesn't want pity. And he knows he owes Gustavo his life. You know, Gustavo can make things happen with just a simple phone call. I think that's what Walter realized. He's not in control of his fate anymore. To have his life saved on a whim by Gustavo, he's the one with all the control. You know, he's thinking, well, if I didn't say anything after these 3 months, would we have been attacked again? Now I have to ask Gustavo. I have to ask for help again. He hates asking for help, for security for his family. That mini panic attack Walter had in the car, you know, when he's like closing his eyes and building speed on the highway, I think this is Walter's way of proving to himself that he's in control of his own fate. You know, he opened his eyes at the last minute and swerved out of the way. He's in control of his destiny, not Gustavo. What does having security for Walter's family actually mean to Walter? That could be like another reason why he had that like little meltdown in the car. Just money? More money? Money's great, they're financially set. But like, what if they send more assassins and target Walter's family when, you know, he's passed? And it's not just Walter's family that's being targeted. Gustavo has a giant target on his back too. He's pissed off the cartel. He seized control of the production and distribution of meth in the Southwest. I think he sees Walter as like a potential inheritor of like his whole organization, his whole drug ring. He wasn't expecting Walter to say that he respects the strategy. So I think Gustavo, to ease Walter's mind, because he might be distracted, a productive employee, he's a happy employee. I think he's going to show Walter the more muscle side of the organization right now. But I think Walter's going to see how these things actually go down. How Gustavo takes care of, deals that go bad. This is the entirety of our organization. Walter goes in there expecting an army. He just sees Mike, just sitting in a chair in the middle of a giant warehouse by himself, reading a magazine. And Walter's like, that's it? And Gustavo's like, he's a one-man army. Also, is Walter going to tell Pinkman about the 15 million? Everything's already set for him. He has nothing to gain by holding that information from Pinkman. If anything, it'll make Pinkman happy, right? Cut it in half, 7.5 million each. I think that's good. But this is Walter. Greedy Walter. Prideful Walter. It's like, no, I deserve 15 million. That's what my time is worth. The new Three Stooges. Pinkman, Badger, and Skinny Pete. The greed in Pinkman's eyes, just skimming a little off the top. He's so clever, right? God, no, he's not. When has Pinkman ever been clever? Jesus, has Jesse ever helped Walter out, like, at all? It's always Walter bailing him out. When has Pinkman helped Walter out? I don't think he ever has. Walter's right. Quit complicating things, man. This isn't a charity we're running here, giving him free meth. He feels entitled to it. I mean, shouldn't, 50-50, whatever you make from Badger, Skinny Pete, and, your whole self-help group, wouldn't half of that rightfully go to Walter? So, like, what if Walter holds the 15 million from Pinkman, and then Pinkman holds this secret second business he's got going on from Walter? It's like, oh, we're a pair, aren't we? I guess we'll call it even, huh? Pinkman's risking so much more by doing this. Like, why would he feel like they're giving them free meth? It's their ingredients to begin with. Gustavo paid for all that. It's his equipment. You guys are just cooking it. It's not yours to have. It's all his. He's just transforming something that already belonged to Gustavo. And Gustavo and his henchman, the guy, I don't know what his name is. They haven't said what his name is yet, but like this guy has already caught Pinkman goofing off. I think he's going to come in at the wrong time and see Pinkman skimming more off the top. Because this operation is so smooth, if he sees people outside of the whole drug ring that they have going, selling, like Badger and Skinny Pete, like he's going to know that something's up. He doesn't seem to care how the lab is run, though, as long as they meet the quota. He's just kind of indifferent. It's just, you gotta meet the quota. That's it. No less. Man, this guy might go ballistic if it's like 199.9, pounds. Why isn't there anything cooking? This guy's got no sense of humor. And, he's like a hawk. He's watching all those other, people in the white suits packaging the meth, and he's just, he's keeping a close eye on everyone. Don't mess with him. He's building hype for this blue stuff at his self-help group. That's terrible. Badger and Skinny Pete are helping him? I wonder if the counselor's gonna, he's probably gonna show up one day and everybody's gonna be, high or something. Just in a circle. Maybe they'll all have arrows and do river dance. Do the Badger. Pinkman's he's gonna get caught by the IRS. They didn't show that scene with Saul for nothing. Saul's trying to warn Jesse of the IRS, and Pinkman, he's not taking it seriously. Buy the nail salon. Put your money through the nail salon's revenue, and then have it come back to you. You have to pay taxes. Just make it look like it's a booming business. And I could just see it. Pinkman, young guy with all this money, flaunting his wealth. He's probably going to have parties at his house. He's going to have fancy cars. He's going to have drugs. He's going to be on the radar of the IRS. They're going to come knocking. We'll see if Walter gets him out of another mess. Better call Mike. More like it. Mike's the guy that makes things happen. He took care of that assassin. He snuck into his room and probably poisoned him. Or smothered him or something. When Saul told Walter that there were some options that they might have to take, if Jesse ever blackmailed them. I'm sure Saul was referring to Mike doing something to Jesse. The only thing that we know about him so far is that he's a grandfather. He's lived a life full of experiences. This guy's a cleaner, he's an assassin, he's a spy. This guy's got a lot of skills. He can go in and out of places without a trace. He knows so much about the world and how it works. Why does he work for Gustavo and Saul? Seems to be a nice guy. You know, he helped out Walter find Jesse when Jesse was, you know, in that crack house shooting up heroin. What does he get out of all this? Is it some kind of vigilante justice? Or some kind of justice, his own justice, on a broken system? He could be like an ex-spy or something, or an ex-cop. I don't know. I don't know what his end goal is. Skylar and Ted. Right now she's stringing Ted along. She's pulling a Walter, is what she's doing. She's not telling Ted what's, you know, actually bugging her. She's keeping secrets from him. Maybe she'll go into a fugue state just to get out of, you know, telling Ted, it's complicated. I don't know how I feel. Just say that. How about that? It's like, it was a mistake. I don't know how I feel right now. So I'm sorry for stringing you along. Just so many things have happened right now. I need to be with my family. And Ted's just like, you know, he's in the dark about all this. He thinks that Skylar, like, you're divorced right now, right? I don't think Skylar's put in the divorce papers yet, so it's not official. And Ted is just like, what's the big deal? Like, why won't you introduce me to your sister? Like, I'm not just your boss anymore. We're seeing each other, right? And Skylar, you know, she won't give him an answer. But she still harbors feelings for Walter. And, you know, like, she's impressed with, you know, how Walter's doing right now. She was speechless at that moment when Walter said that, you know, yeah, I'm in the 7 figures right now. She's impressed with that. But she's not impressed with Walter still lying. Stop acting so overly nice whenever you answer the phone, man. Skylar, you know who that was? She's just like, ugh, don't even try, man. And since Walter told her, you know, yeah, he cooks meth and now he's in the 7 figures, like, he's like, his product is out there. Like, he's hot property right now. You know, he has ties to, like, these dangerous people, and if he has anything to do with Hank being in the hospital, you know, she's never going to forget it. And Walter told her that he has no affiliation with Pinkman. I think that was Walter's absolute last chance. As soon as she sees Pinkman again, I think Skylar's just going to, like, turn her husband in, maybe, at some point. Maybe tell Hank. She might try to get the DEA or the police to protect her family instead of Walter. You know, she's asking Walter, like, are we safe? And Walter assured her, yes. And then she asked Walter, are you safe? And again, Walter said, yeah. She was not convinced. So we'll see if she takes matters into her own hands. You have one chance, Walter. Don't screw it up. If she sees Pinkman, she's going to tell. Hank survived. The assassins, the cousins. You know, he's got nothing left to prove. And now that he's, you know, told Marie how he felt these last couple months, like, he finally let it all out. I think he's gone back to, you know, the old Hank. But man, he's a mess right now. I don't think he will walk again. I see 2 problems right now. Problem number 1 is Marie. Marie is really rushing this recovery process. Just give it time now. I mean, now that you know that you have, you know, the funds, give Hank some time. That's something money can't buy. Just give him time. Problem number 2. Hank has a giant target on his back, and he's stuck in bed. If it was that easy for Mike to get into the hospital and kill that assassin, who's to say the cartel can't come in and take out Hank? Now for the last person that I'm concerned with. Tio! Or Hector. Whatever his name is. Is that his real name, Hector? I don't know if I like that. I like saying Tio. Tio's Spanish for uncle? Uncle Tio. Uncle. Where is he? Where is he right now? When Gustavo took out Juan, we didn't see Tio at the residence, you know? So, like, he's hiding somewhere. This guy was brutal when he could talk and move. Family is all. He almost killed one of the cousins just to prove a point. He lost Tuco, who was like a son to him. He lost the cousins. He lost his brother. I'm assuming Juan is his brother. Family is all. This guy is gonna go ballistic. He's gonna be dinging that bell non-stop, and nobody will hear him coming. You won't even be able to tell what direction he's coming from. And Hank killed 3 of his family members as far as he knows. He doesn't know that Gustavo killed, you know, one of the cousins. But, like, Tio never... It didn't seem like he trusted Gustavo at all. Never trust a South American, is what he said. Big man. Big chicken man. Big fry cook. He's regretting doing business with them. You know, he was like, just give him our product. That's what he's been hired to do. And that's why he knows where Gustavo has his headquarters. He might just like ambush it or something. Yeah, he's out for blood. Blood must be repaid by blood is like their family motto. Are there any more family members that we don't know about? So we'll see. 4 episodes. Oh, how's this season gonna end? Last season ended in a friggin' plane explosion and a teddy bear. Yeah. That was like, what, 10 seconds? I'm already freaked out. Rough night. There's that tape on the car windshield again. Walter's not in control of his life. Right now. His destiny. Jesus Christ! He got around that very quickly.
If this is supposed to be all like Major League and all, we should have equipment maintainer guys. And water boys.
Nice.
You know? Yo, Gatorade me, bitch.
I don't understand.
What?
These numbers, they just don't add up.
Told you, dude's totally boning us.
Nah, it's not that. It's our output. We're off. 0.14% off.
0.14, that's...
Quarter to a half a pound shy. That's weird.
Yeah, it's about as much as my pockets can carry.
Spillage.
Yeah, you know, when like just stuff gets spilled.
Nothing gets spilled.
Little, maybe.
Nothing gets spilled.
You're asking a lot of questions, Pinkman.
Mr. White.
Ah!
Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Are you coming?
Yeah, in a minute.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I know how you feel, Walter. Ah, the old sneak attack. Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna keep my headphones right here. I hope it was worth it. Maybe it's good luck. Did you turn off the power first, man? Oh, you actually did it. Jeez. His eyes are just turning red now. It's just gonna blast heat vision out of his eyes. As soon as that music changed, I'm like, this is Jane music. This is... Jesus Christ.
Shut the door!
My ears are popping!
Shut the door! Move!
I've turned the ventilation up to keep the outside out. There's been a contamination. Fly.
What do you mean? Fly, like what do you mean?
I mean, a fly. A housefly.
Dude, you scared the shit out of me. I mean, we say it's contamination. I mean, I'm thinking like an Ebola leak or something.
Ebola.
Yeah, it's a disease on the Discovery Channel where all your intestines sort of just slip right out of your butt.
Thank you. I know what Ebola is. This fly, any fly, cannot be in our lab. It's a problem. It's a contamination. And
It
that
bugs
is in no
me.
way a misuse of the word. Okay?
Hey, what happened to your head?
Nothing. I'm fine.
You didn't hit it really hard?
My head is not the problem, Jesse. The fly is the problem.
You didn't happen to maybe try our product, did you?
Jesse, I know this seems unusual to you, a layman.
Layman.
Were you here all night? Have you even slept?
No, Jesse, look, I'm fine, okay? Will you just please focus on...
The timer went off, yo. How long is this batch gonna be good for? An hour or two?
The batch will be good for nothing if we don't clear the contaminant.
Clear the contaminant. We're making meth here. All right, not space shuttles.
We're making nothing until we catch this fly.
What fly? All right, where the hell is this fly?
He's around, and I am not going to expose this batch to the open air and contamination.
Maybe Jesse will use his Discovery Channel knowledge to capture this fly and at least help Walter out for once.
And, see what I'm...
What are you doing?
Let me just top it off, all right, really quick. You know, a little sodium hydroxide, shut the lid, no harm done, then we're golden.
It stays closed. That's an order.
You can't order shit, Adolf, all right? We're 50-50 partners, remember?
Jesus.
What is your problem? Freaking psycho!
Jesse.
Like hit bone.
Jesse.
Charlie Horse.
You see it, right? Get it.
You want me to get it?
What? Slow. Move slowly.
I know. I'm moving slowly, yeah. Absolutely. I'm just gonna need your swatter.
Just gonna hit it. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it real good.
No, I'm gonna make it count.
It won't know what hit him. Did you get him?
Did you get it? I think so, yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I got it.
I feel like I'm running out of ways to explain this to you, but once more, I shall try. This fly is a major problem for us. It will ruin our batch. And we need to destroy it and every trace of it so we can cook. Failing that, we're dead. There is no more room for error
He's got no control.
with these people.
I understand that the fly is a serious thing now, all right? I'm on board. I'm just saying, you know, maybe if we went and got some air, it would help us come up with a plan on how to catch it. Then come back down here and subtract his ass.
Do you have your keys?
Yeah.
You sure? Last thing we need is to get locked out.
Yeah. Hey!
If you're not gonna help me, stay out of my way!
There we go. Say goodnight.
Here's Johnny.
How long do you think you've been awake?
Why do you keep asking me that?
Just figure, you know, you could use some coffee is all. I know I could. How about it?
Ah, they're gonna use Gale's coffee maker.
Take cream and sugar?
He can probably hear you cooking that from like 10 miles away. He's already on his way here. Uh-oh. The whole bottle?
Just, even me. The traps do the work.
Yeah, take a load off.
Pheromones are supposed to kick ass. But we catch this mofo any second.
It's good. Okay.
You ever like a wild animal trapped in your house? We did. This one time, back when it was my aunt's house, back before she died of cancer. Possum. Big, freaky looking bitch. Hey, since when did they change it to opossum? What's up with that? I mean, when I was coming up, it was just possum.
What's the deal with possums? He could be the next Jerry Seinfeld.
We finally got it. But my aunt, you know, she didn't believe it. I mean, she kept insisting she could still hear the thing. But it turned out that the cancer had spread to her brain, and that was why. It metastasized. But it was good that that was when we decided to, you know, take her to the doctor, because then we knew what was up. It was a lot better after that. And she was a lot happier.
Except she wasn't working for a total control freak, drug ring lord, who can kill you with a phone call.
I'm still in remission. I'm healthy.
Good. Great.
I missed it. There was some perfect moment, and it passed me right by.
Perfect moment. For what? What, you saying you want to die?
I'm saying I've lived too long. You want their memories of you to be...
Happy?
But she just won't. She just won't understand. I mean, no matter how well I explain it, these days she just has this... There must exist certain words in a certain specific order that would explain all of this, but with her, I just can't ever seem to find them.
That's why I mean, just sit down.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe before the fugue state, but before the fugue state, I didn't have enough money, so no, not then. And plus, my daughter wasn't born yet.
You had to be alive for that.
It had to be after Holly was born.
So
a cell phone?
Yeah,
I mean, how could it possibly?
she made the calls. There was no perfect time.
It was the night Jane died. I was at home and we needed diapers, and so I said I'd go. But it was just an excuse. Actually, that was the night I brought you your money, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
But afterward, I stopped at a bar. I never did that. Go to a bar alone. I just walked in, sat down.
And you met Q.
I never told you. I sit down, and this man, this stranger, he engages me in conversation. He's a complete stranger. But he turns out to be Jane's father, Donald Margolis.
What are you talking about?
Of course, I didn't know it at the time. I mean, he was just some guy in a bar. And I didn't put it together until after the crash when he was all over the news.
Jane's dad.
Think of the odds. Once I tried to calculate them, but they're astronomical. I mean, think of the odds of me going in, sitting down that night in that bar next to that man.
What'd you talk about?
Water on Mars.
To water on Mars.
Family.
What about family?
His crazy nephew, you.
I told him that I had a daughter, and he told me he had one too. And he said, never give up on family. And I didn't. I took his advice. The universe is random. It's not inevitable. It's simple chaos. It's subatomic particles in endless, aimless collision. That's what science teaches us. But what is this saying? What is it telling us when on the very night that this man's daughter dies, it's me who's having a drink with him? How can that be random?
Hey, sit down.
No, it's... Oh, that was the moment. That night. I should never have left home. Never gone to your house. Maybe things would have... Oh, I was at home watching TV. Some
Discovery Channel.
nature program about elephants. And Skylar and Holly were in another room.
She was singing a lullaby.
I could hear them on the baby monitor. She was singing a lullaby. If I had just lived right up to that moment, and not 1 second more. That would have been perfect.
Before that last cut, I think that was all one continuous shot. Amazing.
What are you doing? you're gonna break your neck.
Yeah. Just hold on to it.
Make sure you have 3 points of contact.
Jesse. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? Being a lunatic?
Sorry about Jane.
Yeah. Me too.
I mean, I'm very sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not mine either. It's no one's fault. Not even hers.
Just keep winding up that tension.
I miss her though.
Jesse, come down.
I'm so close.
Let it go. We need to cook.
What about the contamination?
It's all contaminated.
Just use your hand. I did.
Yeah! Oh, zap! Somebody got got, yo! You see that, Mr.?
Oh, now Pinkman's taking care of Walter.
Jesse, come here.
I couldn't chance saying it inside. For all I know, the lab's wired for sound. That's half a pound, I said you're off by. Now, I'm not accusing you, but if, you understand? And if they ever found out,
Take shit.
I'm just saying that I won't be able to protect you.
Who's asking you to?
That was good. That was so good. Ah, that fly. Right before the second cell phone. Right before Jane. Damn it, Q! You ruined everything with your talk of family. Yeah, Jane and Pinkman would have been alive and off to New Zealand. The money was just waiting there. In the insulation. In the basement. That plane crash wouldn't have happened. It was after the fugue state. So good. That whole sequence, that whole scene was in one take. Just couldn't take my eyes off him. Now I understand what the big deal was about episode 10. There's still a little bit that he didn't tell Jesse. As soon as he passed that perfect moment, it all just went downhill. He couldn't sleep because of what Gustavo had done. They're in so deep right now. Walter's thinking, what good is doing all this if they think of me as a criminal after I'm gone? Gustavo owns us right now. If we screw up, just a phone call away, he can take everything from us, just on a whim. At the beginning, I thought the fly was more of a distraction from just the reality of Walter's situation. You know, he was just finding any excuse just to distract himself. Both Pinkman and Walter were really good in this episode. So minimal, you know? 3 locations. Walter's bedroom, the lab, and then the laundromat. I miss seeing scenes like that. You know? A lot of like movies and like TV shows nowadays, it's just all like quick cuts, explosions, you know, just oversaturated with jokes that have no place being in there. Pop culture references. It's just like, I like those raw, you know, long takes, pauses, tension, twisting, just acting. I think I'm gonna save that scene, put it in my my toolbox, and refer to it whenever I need it. Oh, the ending too, the fly on that. It all comes together in the end. Start off with the shot of the smoke alarm, end with the smoke alarm, but put the fly. Ah, so good. And Walter's finally like releasing some of that pressure that he's been building up about Jane and the whole plane crash thing. Like a couple episodes ago, he turned the radio station off right away as soon as he heard Jane's father try to commit suicide. You know, he wants to avoid that topic. We finally pulled a Hank and, you know, released some of that pressure. Still not out of the woods yet. Here's Johnny. It was nice seeing Pinkman take care of Walter for a change. Finally. Never give up on family. Pinkman's still denying that he stole anything. It was just a pound. You right? They're not gonna let that go. No. I'm like, it's just a pound. It's no big deal, right? No, they're not gonna let it go if they find out. Just he has to quit now. He has to quit. Skimming things off. Walter didn't tell him. I don't think he told him about the 15 million. 3 more to go.
Yo, I thought I was gonna see some, like, vaginas.
Ah! Yes.
Georgia O'Keeffe painted all kinds of stuff.
They did go to the museum after all.
Surroundings. Some of it evoked an erotic nature. It's who she was.
Not like any vagina I ever saw. Why would anyone paint a picture of a door over and over again, like dozens of times?
But it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was.
It was the same subject, but it was different every time. The light was different, her mood was different. She saw something new every time she painted it.
There goes the
That's
cigarette
not
with the lipstick.
psycho to you?
Well, then why should we do anything more than once? Should I just smoke this one cigarette? Maybe we should only have sex once if it's the same thing.
Whoa, no.
Should we just watch one sunset? Or live just one day? Because it's new every time. Each time is a different experience. Sometimes you get fixated on something and you might not even get why. You open yourself up and go with the flow.
Come on. That O'Keeffe lady kept trying over and over until that stupid door was perfect.
No, that door was her home and she loved it. To me, that's about making that feeling last.
Make that feeling last, Pinkman.
Come on, give me a step. Give me one step.
Take me out.
All right, coffee break. We're gonna let you rest for a minute, and then we're gonna try it again.
Never mind about your coffee break. Take me out. I'm done. I'm done.
Come on, Uncle Hank. You can do it. How else are you going to get out of here?
Do you have any friends? Jesus.
Yeah.
That's something better to do. Everyone's staring at me hanging here like Cam's ball sack.
Just be supportive.
It's all right.
Quit rushing the guy.
I'm gonna start coming in weekly like that. So you're sure you can do this?
Hit me. Ah, glorious. Keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
I'll do that.
Just say the words. You think I'm stealing?
Walk with who you are. That's a phrase my sponsor used to use with me.
Oh my God.
It's probably just a different way of saying be yourself. A couple new faces, see some hands. First time.
Yo, it's gonna be packed by the end of this episode. I can just see it. They're all wanting Jesse's crystal.
Maybe we can go around, introduce ourselves, say whatever's on your mind.
I don't want to be here.
All right, fair enough. Who else had their hand up?
Well, hello.
Oh.
My name is Brandon. And this is, I believe, Peter.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna get a little slower smuggling product with Grandpa Anus watching every move I make.
Selling to these people, it's like shooting a baby in the face. It's not natural.
Yeah, Jesse, it's not so easy like you think. I'll show you exactly how easy it is.
Go over it, Maestro. Hey, man, you want some crystal? I mean, how are you?
Andrea, right?
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Jesse. And I don't really want to be here either.
So check it out. See what that means? Check out the date. Next Thursday is officially 6 months that I've had my learners. Which means I can get my provisional and start driving by myself. So both of you start thinking about what kind of car you want to buy me. A 1971 Mach 1 Fastback in grabber line with a shaker hood.
I can just see it now.
What is Ice Station Zebra Associates?
Saul.
This money has to be unimpeachable when it reaches Hank and Marie.
Welcome to my world.
What a pleasure it is to have you. I'm just going to call you Skylar, if that's okay. It's a lovely name. Reminds me of a big, beautiful sky. Walt never told me how lucky he was.
Blue sky.
Prior to recent unfortunate events. Clearly, his taste in women is the same as his taste in lawyers, only the very best, with just the right amount of dirty. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's funny because you are so clearly very classy. Here, please, sit down.
So quick.
If we're going to go down this road, and clearly we are for the sake of my brother-in-law.
I've heard about him. He's an American hero.
At any rate, I need some assurances.
Watch Pinkman burst through the door.
This in a manner that is extremely safe and cautious.
Fair enough. I'll walk you through the process. First step is something we like to call money laundering. All right? Take your money, represented by, say, these jelly beans.
You know,
and
I'm a bookkeeper, so I know what money laundering is.
Uh-huh. Well.
I had this prepared ahead of time.
The devil is in the details. So to begin with, what are we saying is the source of this money?
Well, it's simple. Walt here actually came up with a great story about gambling winnings. Blackjack, right? Some card counting.
Oh, actually, that was Skylar's idea.
Well, you grow more gorgeous by the minute.
But you can't sell that for very long before...
Yeah. Way ahead of you. We declared just enough so as not to arouse suspicion, then Walt's one-time winnings become seed money for an investment.
Investment in what?
Drumroll, please. Wait for it.
A salon.
Laser tag.
What?
Laser tag?
Yeah, there's guns and glow lights and kids wear the vests. And
Yeah,
they have
no,
to split into teams.
Right. No, I know what it is. It's just that in relation to Walt, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
What are you saying? I'm not fun?
Makes more sense than you two being together. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened.
Do you even know Walt? I mean, how would he, of all people, buy a laser tag business? It doesn't add up.
It adds up perfectly. Walt's a scientist. Scientists love lasers.
Hey, everybody. Walt suddenly decided to invest in laser tag, just out of the blue. Really? That's what we're supposed to tell people, our family, our friends, the government?
Okay, let me bottom line this.
Wait a second, you have a family?
Don't need to be involved, okay? Because I've been doing this for a lot of years, successfully, believe it or not, without your help. So, thank you for stopping by.
You ever try that blue stuff that's going on? Ah, just a little gas in the tank, and suddenly everything is interesting. And I wish I could make that feeling last. I could get some.
Would you pay for it? Full price.
Grandma, I thought you were keeping Brock today.
I was. Then I saw your car. I thought you had a meeting.
I did, but we changed the time. Grandma, this is Jesse. He's from the meeting. He's like a sponsor. Jesse, she's Grandma. You okay with kids?
What? Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. Brock is gonna go play in his room while the big people talk. He's gonna go play with his Legos and his cars. Say bye, Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
We had a good time at Grandma's. Oh, I fixed her blue car, do you remember?
And safe and cautious is you not being involved in this at all.
Well, it's a little late on that. This is what happens when you decide to pay our bills with drug money.
Skylar, this isn't just about what happened before. My involvement in this is ongoing. Understand? I can't just quit. I have a
contract.
Contract, but it's all very safe, professional, structured. So, I can't simply quit. Where are you going?
If you're gonna launder money, Walt, at least do it right.
Yo, is this in front of her work? Car wash.
You worked here 4 years.
The guy with the eyebrows! Wipe down this!
It's a story people will believe. Not laser tag. This is what we buy. You. This is what you buy.
She's crying.
Hey, Jesse, right?
Brandon!
Brandon, Peter. How goes it? Hanging in there?
Please, just... Dumbass. What are you two even doing here?
Not as easy as it looks, huh? Or sounds.
You can't get your nut up to sell? What's the point of even coming?
I think they like that meeting.
Step 5.
Here's you. I'm catching up.
Whatever. Later.
Hey, you know what? I have magical powers. You want to see? Good.
Oh man, I knew it was gonna do that. Da na 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 na.
You like that? It's science and stuff. Makes it do that. Who's Tomas?
He's my kid brother,
Yeah?
and we don't talk about it.
All due respect, I don't see it. I vote.
There he is.
Makes a better story than your laser tag.
Is that you talking or Yoko Ono?
She has a point. It makes more sense that I invest right here.
Based on her years of experience in money laundering, I suppose. Let me tell you something. If you're committed enough, you can make any story work. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it. Right? It has nothing to do with the story. Besides, this dump isn't gonna work because it doesn't have a Danny. Okay, there's no Danny here.
What in God's name is a Danny?
Danny runs the laser tag. Danny will look the other way to keep his dream afloat. In other words, Danny can be trusted completely. That guy, the guy with the eyebrows that won't quit, is he a Danny? You buy this place, all you got is a big building that squirts water. You got no Danny here.
What?
Not me. If you're holding,
You can't do that now.
you had a line on some.
Wait. Whoa. What? You said the kid is coming home.
Yeah, in a few hours.
And you seriously want to get high? What kind of mother are you?
What?
You heard me. What kind of mom gets wasted with a little kid to take care of?
You gonna come in my house and judge me? Like you got no responsibility, so it's okay for you to get high. What do you know about me? I take care of my baby. I'll do anything for you. The day Brock was born, I swore I won't let what happened to Tomas happen to my son. I'll die first.
Sorry.
8 years old. They got Tomas slinging. Brought us some crew. Then, when he was 10, for some initiation or something,
The bike.
I made him kill somebody. I heard the rumors. Didn't believe it at first. Then I saw him like a week later. And he told me, yeah, he did it.
So you killed.
Some dealer. From some outside crew. Right around the corner from here. Over off the Central. Just rode up on his bike and shot him.
He's got a new goal now.
Who is going to be released at the end of this week. Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, I'm healthy enough, yeah.
And you get stronger every day. You don't need to be in a hospital.
In this condition, yeah, I do.
You'll be just as comfortable at home as you are here. All the same equipment.
All the same equipment.
The equipment that you have here that you need. Short term. You'll do your PT at home, and it'll be great because you'll be home.
Marie.
I leave this hospital when I walk out of here. You understand? And not before.
Without a Danny, the car wash isn't really an option.
And he can't get you another Danny to run the car wash?
Easier said than done. If we're looking for someone trustworthy.
What do you got, Skylar?
What about me?
What about about you.
Me. I'll be the Danny.
No, 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 Skylar, that is not a good idea.
I'm perfectly capable of managing a small business.
A legal business, not this.
Who else could we trust?
No.
Walt. I'm in this. And if I'm in it, I'm gonna do it right.
You are not in this. You are not
We're
in this.
married. How am I
We
not
are
in
not
this?
married, Skylar. We're divorced.
What'd you do with the papers?
Right?
I never actually got around to filing the papers. Married couples can't be compelled to testify against one another. So there's that.
Man. Must be Monday. Everybody's just...
Jesse! Raspberry.
Hi.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll be there.
What was that?
An invitation.
Yo, is this Gustavo's house? 1213. Let's get down to business.
Come on. You can help me cook. This is a Chilean dish that I love, but I never get to make it. Kids won't eat it. But you know how that is.
Sure.
Do you mind? What would you slice the garlic? Very thin. We're working together. Why not break bread together?
Gustavo's voice, I'm just complimenting the guy. It sounds like it's smooth. It's very, like, soothing. On the worst day of your life, he could, like, totally calm you down.
Walter, I would like to help you if I could.
How about you not kill me?
Well, when I first started out, I made a lot of mistakes. More than I care to admit. I wish I had someone to advise me.
What advice do you have for me?
Never make the same mistake twice.
Never make the same mistake twice. Hmm.
Hey. What's up?
Tomas? I heard you were the man.
Yeah, what you want?
Crystal. You think you could hook me up?
300.
14th? Shit, come on, yo.
Yo.
300.
Watch out for that car. Pinkman's out for revenge right now. He normally like never, does anything violent. He can't shoot.
Hey, sup? Go.
Bounce.
Watch it be blue, and they're under Gustavo or something. It's furious right now. You tell me this kid rides his bike all day in a circle? That's the definition of insanity right there. Pinkman's gonna kill somebody. For real this time. He didn't check the crystal, but like if it's blue, then they have ties to Gustavo. It's just, I think Pinkman will actually take like somebody's life. Combo was their buddy. I think Skinny Pete and Badger might go along with it. Seems like they're getting like legit help by doing that program. Why hasn't Walter told him about the 15 million yet? Pinkman doesn't have to do this anymore. Maybe he won't, but Pinkman knows it's risky. He told them. So they actually did end up going to Santa Fe. Jane, that's her name. Black Iris. I think that's what it was called. Gustavo! He's totally like grooming Walter. He's training him. He sees like Walter as, you know, something that can take over, potentially. Good use of the windows. The pane of glass, and then, you know, each character's within the pane of glass. There's a lot for Walter to learn. Never make the same mistakes twice. I'm gonna remember that line, Gustavo. It sounds like one of those, you know, famous last words. We'll see. Skylar. Oh no! She's aiding and abetting Walter. She doesn't know about Gustavo. What's gonna happen when she actually gets... Yeah, right now she thinks Saul's a goof, but Saul's got a point. Now she's got to keep the secret away from Dad. I knew it. I knew that she didn't put in the papers for the divorce. Marie's pushing Hank. Hank's probably also thinking like he's a sitting duck if he's at home. Like whoever attacked him could come back. Maybe Walter Jr. will get that car, actually. Could be the start of a new empire. It's been good so far. Wendy! She's... So it's Wendy. It's blue.
So if it's okay, I was thinking about using this one for the test.
There's the ticker again. It's still on the car.
But are my feet okay?
As long as you're not using both of them.
I know it's not the right way and all, but once I get my provisional, I can keep working at it.
Well, as long as it gets you safely from point A to point B, then who am I to argue?
Of course. The answer to life's questions on Wikipedia. Money laundering for idiots. For dummies.
9 a.m. Saturday?
9 a.m. Saturday.
So which means pick me up about 8:30.
Took the seed money you won gambling, you invested it in the car wash that you helped run for 4 years, you hired your wife as a bookkeeper because guess what? She's actually a bookkeeper. Now that is a story an auditor can believe, so what am I missing?
You're missing that you should just take this money that I give you and not look too closely at it. So, if, God forbid, I get caught, you maintain plausible deniability.
Okay, my estranged husband, who when he was working made $43,000 a year, starts shoveling money at me, and when the police come, I'm supposed to say, gee, I never thought about it, officers, made sense to me, really? That in your mind is plausible deniability?
But I'm noting a little hole in your plot, though. Why would your estranged husband be doing all this for you?
Because he loves his family and desperately wants a reconciliation, though it may be hopeless and futile. Then again, he'd try anything.
I'm just not buying it. No, I think it would be better if the husband were no longer estranged.
Mm.
Maybe if he were back sleeping in his own bed.
Wow. It's suddenly a fantasy story.
5 nights a week with 2 hours notice.
4. Don't push it.
And I want my own key to the house.
No.
For emergencies and appearances, yes. I am going to babysit my own daughter. I'm going to help my son with his homework. I am going to be a part of this family. And that is how we'll sell your little
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
It's ours, right? Look at it and tell me if that's ours.
Look at the density. What in the hell is this?
Where did you get that? Did you take it from the lab?
I bought it from the two guys who killed Combo. They had Combo shot down in the streets, and now it's our product they're selling. Which means they work for our guy, right?
What is that? That's hearsay. Do you have any proof?
I heard it from the sister of the kid who shot him. Hear how I just said kid? This kid, he's 11 years old. Shot Combo on orders. These two scumbags, they got him dealing. They got him. And you know he's not the first. They use kids because, hey, why not? Easy to control, easy to fool. All they get is juvie if they ever get caught. Hearts and minds, right? Get them young, and they're yours forever. I need your help. How? I need Ryson.
The beans are coming back.
They gotta go. Right, I got the entire thing figured out. The delivery method, everything. All I need from you is the poison.
No, we're not even talking about this.
I know a woman who buys from these two once or twice a week. All right, she brings them hamburgers because they sit in their car all day and they get hungry. So she brings them food and they knock a few bucks off her price. There's your delivery system right there. Yo, it was a good plan back when it was Tuco, and it's a good plan now.
Tuco wanted to murder us. These guys don't. Apples and oranges. Do I really have to sit here and explain the difference to you?
Combo was us. Man, he was one of us. Does that mean nothing?
Why didn't you go after these guys 2 or 3 months ago?
Because I just found out about him.
What's to find out? It's a dispute over turf, right? I mean, how hard could it have been for you to track them down on their turf and kill them months ago? Because back then, you were too busy getting high, feeling sorry. No. Murder is not part of your 12-step program. Listen to me. You are not a murderer. I'm not. And you are not.
Well, Jesse's not. You are.
I'm doing it. With or without you.
Have you been playing cards with your dad?
No. Why?
How was your old man? Back teaching?
No, I don't think either of them are working right now.
Yeah, they're swinging now.
I don't
Hey.
know.
Did you know that the doctor has told your Uncle Hank that he can get out here anytime he wants to?
Oh, yeah?
Change the subject.
Do I look well enough? I'm shitting in pans, peeing in pitchers. Can't move my legs. Got it?
So people in wheelchairs should be in hospitals? What about people on crutches? Maybe I should be in here too. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Deal, you little prick.
Jeez.
You're just delivering some hamburgers.
It's not just delivering hamburgers.
Hey, you got a kid, right? What's his name?
Patrick.
Imagine these two guys had Patrick working as a mule, making him kill people. Wouldn't you do anything to protect your kid?
Of course I would. Do all kinds of things for him.
Okay, so these guys using kids like that, they gotta go, right?
What are you doing? If you need to talk, use the phone.
This isn't a phone talk, Walter. Your wife's out, right?
Don't answer that. I already know.
Oh, isn't she something? I got a granddaughter a few years older.
What can I do for you?
I spoke to Goodman about Pinkman and this plan of yours.
And?
I'm not gonna do it.
Why?
Because it's moronic.
Saul said you've done things like this before.
That's not the moronic part.
Okay, so what's the problem?
The problem is the boss wouldn't like it.
Saul?
Gustavo.
My boss.
His boss.
Your boss. You got a good thing going here. We all do. You want to risk it all on one junkie? Now, I realize you two have a history, but this kid's been on the bubble a while now. It's a long time coming.
What is?
I used to be a beat cop a long time ago.
Cop.
And I get called out on domestic disputes all the time, hundreds probably over the years. But there was this one guy, this one piece of shit that I will never forget. Gordy. This girl was scared. She wasn't gonna cross him, no way, no how. Nothing we could do but pass her off to the EMTs, put him in a car, drive him downtown, throw him in a drunk tank. He sleeps it off, next morning out he goes. Back home. Now one night, my partner's out sick, and it's just me. And the call comes in, and it's the usual crap. Broke her nose in the shower kind of thing. So I cuff him, put him in the car, and away we go. Only that night, we're driving into town, and this sideways asshole is in my back seat humming Danny Boy. And it just rubbed me wrong. So instead of left, I go right out into nowhere. And I kneel him down, and I put my revolver in his mouth. And I told him, this is it. This is how it ends. And he's crying, going to the bathroom all over himself, swearing to God he's gonna leave her alone, screaming. Much as you can with a gun in your mouth. Me acting like I'm thinking things over. And Prince Charming kneeling in the dirt with shit in his pants. And after a few minutes, I took the gun out of his mouth. And I say, so help me, if you ever touch her again, I will such and such and such and such and blah, 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 blah.
Just a warning.
Oh. Of course. Just trying to do the right thing. But 2 weeks later, he killed her. Of course. Moral of the story is, I chose a half measure when I should have gone all the way. I'll never make that mistake again.
Never make the same mistake twice. That's what Gustavo said.
No more half measures, Walter.
Can I have another bump?
You had your bump. All right, we get this thing done, then you can have all you want.
Jesus.
Gonna need you to come with me. Take a walk.
It's a double whammy. I still don't know that guy's name. Are they going to take a full measure? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Maybe they're going to find those guys since they weren't, you know, at their usual spot. Maybe Gustavo's in a meeting with them? Congratulations, Pikmin. Now you're qualified to talk to the big man. Uh-oh. I'm scared. Walter's on Gustavo's side of the table, too.
This will go no further. It will be settled right here, right now.
You told him. Wait outside.
Listen to me. You have one friend in this room. This man.
trusted employees. And when I learned what you intended to do, if it wasn't for this man and the respect I have for him, I would be dealing with this in a very different way. Don't look at him, you look at me.
Yes, sir.
And you will shake their hands and you will make peace. And that will be the end of this.
No.
Jesse. Pardon me?
These kids. These assholes of yours, they got an 11-year-old kid doing their killing for them. You're supposed to be some kind of reasonable businessman. This how you do business? You okay with this? You got anything to say here?
No more children. Understand? And you. You keep the peace.
Jesse, your actions, they affect other people.
So do yours.
Sometimes compromises have to be made for the best of reasons.
Let the people who get paid to do this, do this.
The people who get paid to do this do a lousy job.
Marie.
If I can get the groundhog to see his shed,
It's not gonna happen, I'm sorry.
I'm betting it will. And if he does, you check out of here.
I'm not gonna bet on whether I get a boner. It's no bet. No bet here. No bet.
You afraid you'll lose?
You know, you're just being foolish, you know? Come on. You got 1 minute.
1 minute? All right, that's a cakewalk.
You know, it's just sad. I mean, I really feel sorry for you, Marie, you know? I really do. It's just, it's pathetic.
That's good. Keep talking. Protest. Struggle.
Marie, give up. I mean, seriously, it's...
Get well soon. Good work, Marie. You showed him. You showed that groundhog.
Tell him you're busy.
Hello. Grandma? Slow down. Slow down, I can't. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh,
Look, I hope you're not waiting for an apology because I did not rat you out. I was looking out for your best interests as well as my own, and I stand by my decision 100%, so we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Murder of a young boy in the South Valley. Police have yet to release a statement, but sources indicate that 11-year-old Tomas Cantillo may have been the victim of a gang-related execution. An anonymous tip brought police to a playground in the 4700 block of 8th Avenue last night. Paramedics were called to the scene, but were unable to revive the boy.
Hey, did you know your dad and I are thinking about maybe starting a business together?
Seriously? What kind of business?
We think maybe car wash.
What do you mean, like?
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Don't do that window scare, or jump scare, or whatever. You're not a murderer, Jesse.
Run.
I got nothing right now. I got goosebumps is what I got. Okay, just a side note. I think Walter may have smashed his windshield again. And also dinged up the front of his car, too. Gustavo sees everybody as tools. That kid was a tool. And when he was done, he threw him away. Gustavo said it himself. If it was your partner in this situation, it would be treated differently because Gustavo respects Walter so much. Gustavo's scary, man. Holy crap. Yeah, he could calm you down if you were having a really bad day and make everything sound all right, and then just flip the switch, like, he'll scare you straight. How does Mike feel about Gustavo using kids? Just a second. They only made a quick cut to Mike looking over at those guys. Like, it's really fast. Not enough time to, like, really register, like, what is he thinking? Does he approve of the use of children? Well, we'll see. Maybe Mike will help Walter, cover up what he just did to those guys. So at least now I know that he was an ex-cop. A beater cop. So that's how he understands how to, clean up properly and how to, get away with things. Just go in and out like a ghost. The guy in the story that he was talking about beating his wife and then killing her because he only did half measures, like, he's not going to make that same mistake twice. What's he going to think about the kid? This guy's an enigma right now. Still don't know that one guy's name. The henchman. I'm just going to call him the henchman. I think that guy's just indifferent to anything. Just so long as you just stick to his schedule. How's Walter going to get away? He's either just going to pretend, oh, those two were found run over? Oh, that's weird. I'm just going to go back to cooking. Just like, everything's normal. Oh, Jesse's not here. That's weird. That's weird, man. And Gustavo's instantly going to assume that Jesse did this. I guess they're done. No more cooking. Mike said it himself. He's like, we got a good thing going here for everyone. Not anymore. They're going to get hunted. Skylar, yeah, so they are going to buy the car wash eventually. Skylar doesn't know about... Okay, she knows Saul. She met Saul, and, she probably thinks, oh, these guys are just a joke. They don't know what they're doing. I know how to get away with this. I mean, she's got good points. Walter's trying his best to just shield her away from, like, getting too deep. Like, right now, Walter's trapped. He doesn't want her to be trapped, too. Gustavo will lose any respect that he had for Walter. Like, Walter, he didn't even think about it, didn't even bat an eye this time. He's seen so much and experienced so much that it's just like, Walter's drive to protect Jesse is what's, keeping him from hesitating when it comes to killing people. It's like, he's come a long way since Crazy 8. I thought Walter was gonna, like, do another one of those jump scares, banging on the window when the music gets, like, super tense, and then just, like, beg Jesse to, like, think about this for a second, or, like, I have a plan. And Jesse said no to Gustavo. Like, Gustavo was taken aback. He's not used to people saying no to him. Not anymore, at least, because he's been doing this for 20 years. Those guys went flying, holy crap. Man! Yeah, no, it was windshield was totally destroyed. Again. It's the rule of 3. I thought it was going to be like a shootout or like, you know, something falling or like Gale, you know, destroying it this time. He just rammed them with the car. I see the fly right there. I don't know what to do. Do I use my hand?
Stan, this is my husband, Walt.
Hi. Good to meet you, Walt.
Nice to meet you.
Sandia Laboratories, huh?
Yeah.
Sandia Laboratories?
Stuff goes on out there.
Well, you know.
Working on anything you can talk about? I'm picturing giant space lasers.
Oh,
All right?
Honestly, what I do would bore you senseless.
No, got good appliances and
How many bedrooms?
3. Told you. They're all pretty good size and, this is the first one here. And then there's 2 more at the back.
Only 3 bedrooms? I think we're gonna need at least 5, don't you think?
5?
Yeah.
What? Do I look like I'm about to drop a litter?
No. I'll have 3 kids total eventually.
It's got a good elementary and supposedly a very good high school. And believe me, because I have definitely looked everywhere for our price range.
She's very thorough when it comes to, you know, making calls.
Really? I mean, why buy a starter house when we'll have to move out in a year or 2?
Did you win the lottery and not tell me?
I'm serious. Come on. Why be cautious? We've got nowhere to go but up.
So this was 16 years ago, so he wasn't totally on autopilot for the last 20 years. At some point, Walter took a high school job, and then this is after the whole Gretchen and Elliot thing, and then he was just kind of on autopilot and like in severe depression. The windshield survived. Oh, wait, no, there's a little crack in it. But the front is totaled. There it is. Yeah, that's right. Gustavo meets up at sunset. Right now it's dawn. How's he gonna explain this? Jesus.
I assure you, I could kill you from way over here if it makes you feel anything.
My God. Why is Mike so loyal to Gustavo? He's gonna pull out the Heisenberg. Nice. No fear, Walter. Heisenberg.
Walter, you've been busy. You want to put your arms out to the sides for me, if you would? You know, I haven't slept since Thursday. I was out all night cleaning up after you. I need sleep.
He's tired all the time.
No half measures. Yeah. Funny how words can be so open to interpretation. You get your car fixed? Not yet. You're gonna want to get your car fixed.
Are you seeing bright lights or hearing voices?
Quite well, thank you. No. Clearly you are not. No rational person would do as you have done. Explain yourself.
Oh my God.
My partner was about to get himself shot. I intervened.
Some worthless junkie. For him, you intervened and put us all at risk. Some contemptible junkie who couldn't keep the peace for 8 hours.
That's right, he couldn't. He was angry because those 2 dealers of yours had just murdered an 11-year-old boy.
I heard about it. He should have let me take care of them.
Maybe. Then again, maybe he thought it was you who gave the order.
What are you thinking, Mike?
Are you asking me if I ordered the murder of a child?
I would never ask you that.
Walter's stone face, staring right back at him.
I wouldn't know. A couple of time zones away, at least. Beyond that, I'd only be guessing. He has enough money to last forever. He knows he needs to keep moving. You'll never find him.
I don't know, Walt. It's what I do, after all.
He's out of the picture. I saved his life. I owed him that. But now he and I are done, which is exactly what you wanted, isn't it? You've always struck me as a very pragmatic man, so if I may, I would like to review options with you. Of which, it seems to me, you have two. Option A. You kill me right here and now. Apparently, I have made that very easy for you. You can kill me, no witnesses, and then spend the next few weeks or months tracking down Jesse Pinkman, and you kill him too.
A pointless exercise, it seems to me, but that is option A.
What is option B?
I continue cooking. You and I both forget about Pinkman. We forget this ever happened. We consider this a lone hiccup in an otherwise long and fruitful business arrangement.
I prefer option B.
You'd need a new assistant.
Gale!
I'll get right on that.
No.
This time I choose.
Mike, what are you thinking?
Your car. Get it fixed.
Yeah.
And there's no more tape on the windshield.
Really?
He's going to be under supervision right now. Like, this guy's going to watch everything.
It's good to see you.
Thanks.
Bestie's back!
Good to be back. Well, shall we?
By all means, Gale.
Let's cook.
How about some music? I'm feeling jazz.
Okay, Junebug, these are for you.
What about the rest?
The rest are for me.
No, they're not. You're too old for balloons.
Oh, you're never too old for balloons.
What if that was your kid dealing? Or your grandkid dealing? He's not even losing any motion. He's just going at his own pace. Full measures. It's just a walk in a park with this guy. He's so good, he doesn't even find it challenging anymore. That's the problem with being at the top of your game. You just lose interest. Higher. Lower. Oh my god. Amazing.
Hey, lady, are you still there? Ask her if she's still there.
Peng, 你还在吗？
我当然还在哦，我还能去哪里啊？哎，你们在干什么呀？我得赶回家了，我有小孩子要照顾，我老公已经急死了，钱都不够，我前面娶了个男人耶。
She says yes.
How's her driving? Drive it. She good behind the wheel?
Good. She's good driver.
Licensed, dependable.
She has a Camry.
Good.
The trucks will be here first thing in the morning. I strongly recommend that you return our calls next time. So have her drive you to the hospital. She's gonna need her shoe.
They didn't exactly send their A players. But like you said, it's cartel, all right.
Hmm.
Probing for weakness.
What are you getting nervous, Gustavo? Oh man, I can't believe Gale's back! I knew it! I knew it! 85 degrees. Did somebody touch my coffee maker?
By the way, if you're at all worried about working with me.
No, I'm not.
Because whatever my shortcomings last time, I intend for things to go perfectly from here on out. So, if there is...
Gale, you're great. Seriously.
However you like things to be done is exactly how we're going to do them. Period. From here on out. So...
Okay.
Please teach me.
Nose is looking a little brown, Gale. Ah, crap. What was that thing called again? Brownie, that's what it was called. That's what that camera was called.
Gale, it's good to see you.
Mr. Frank. Wow, this is...
I should have called first. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, not at all. Please, come in.
If push came to shove, I was wondering how soon you might be able to take over the lab yourself. You and an assistant.
Why would push come to shove?
He's dying of cancer. It is why he does this, to provide for his family, which he's accomplished. They will never want for anything. He's seen to that. A very large investment in this. There's so much overhead that I can't afford to shut down, not even for a week. So, you understand my concern. I must prepare for the worst case scenario.
Oh, worst case scenario.
Do you know his formula?
Well, he is such
Artist?
a master. There's always more for me to learn. But I'm thinking that if we had, say, 1 or 2 more cooks.
He's not going to give any tell.
1 more.
He's staring right into your soul, Gale. Even half. 10 minutes. Just an extra 10 more minutes with the guy. I'll have it down. Oh my god. I was right. Gale's a nervous wreck, man.
I'm looking to find a client of yours. I was hoping you could help me out with an address.
Which client?
Jesse Pinkman.
Jesse Pinkman in the phone book, Jesse Pinkman. How would one track him down, I wonder? You're still here.
I need your full attention, Saul. Jesse Pinkman, current whereabouts. The sooner you tell me, the sooner you can get back to whatever the hell this is exactly.
What am I, 8th grade hall monitor? Current whereabouts? Let me tell you something,
Whoa.
Mikey.
You are good right there.
Oh, it's serious, Mike. Saul's listening up.
There are rules to this lawyer thing.
Is that right?
Yeah. Attorney-client privilege. I mean, that's a big one. And that's something I provide for you.
Yeah, you got to give him $1.
If I give up Pinkman, well, then you're going to be asking, old Saul gives him up pretty easy. What's to keep him from giving me up? You see? So then where's the trust?
I trust the hole in the desert I'd leave you in.
Yeah, that's an argument.
So, don't make me beat you till your legs don't work. Now tell me where to find him. You know it's the right thing.
If I was to tell you, well, I couldn't live with myself. I'm sorry. But who's to say I didn't write the address down in my day planner or on a scratched piece of paper somewhere? Who's to say I didn't write down a location strictly for my own professional use? Do not touch anything on my desk. I'm gonna leave the room, make myself a Nescafe.
There's going to be a twist at the end. It's not what you think.
Like a mother hen. Believe me, money laundering ain't what it used to be. God, do I miss the 80s.
Wasting your time. I'm buying the car wash. End of story.
Well, one look at this place, you're gonna fall in love.
Laser tag. You like lasers, right? You're a scientist.
Snack bar's over there. Nothing stopping you from selling beer to the parents. That's a whole new revenue stream.
All right, already. We're good.
Holy Christ. We're good? This constitutes good where you're from? My car is bugged?
I said maybe.
I'm being followed? What the hell have you gotten me into? You're my very own PI threatening to break my legs. That's like Thomas Magnum threatening that little prissy guy. Oh, I'm seriously rethinking my pricing, yeah. And that goes double for you, hip-hop.
Yo, this is a really cool place for a real shootout. With the henchman and maybe Mike.
I got my old job back. At least until they kill me and Gale takes over.
He's their boy, huh?
He's their boy.
How long you think you've got?
One more cook.
Oh, he asks a lot of questions about the cooking process. I try to be as vague as possible, but I got that guy Victor watching me.
Victor, that's his name.
Federal witness protection, that's a good deal. As for me, I'll hit the road, yo. I mean, I'll make it. We had a good run. But it's over.
Never the DEA. The cook can't stop. It's the one thing I'm certain of. Production cannot stop. Gus can afford to. So if I'm the only chemist that he's got, then I've got leverage. And leverage keeps me alive. It keeps you alive, too. I think I can see to that. If I'm the only chemist that he's got.
I can't do it, Mr. White. Like you said, I'm not a
Murderer.
I can't do it.
I'll do it. I can't do it in the lab. Victor's always there.
He's probably right behind you, too.
If I could just shake Victor for even an hour one night, I think then that I may be able to make it look like an accident. The only edge that I've got, as long as they don't know that you're in town. But I need you to track him. Get me his address, and I'll do the rest. I saved your life, Jesse. Are you gonna save mine?
Fast forward 16 years. 2 kids. Still 3 bedrooms.
6353 Juan Tabo, number 6. Got it.
I swear to God, if Victor's following him. Don't you ever go to sleep?
Some kind of chemical leaking in your lab. You gotta come with me.
I don't know if it's a barrel leak or what. But you got something mighty stinky down there. Walter, the sooner you figure out what this is, the sooner we all go home.
Mike, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, unfortunately I do, Walter. Downstairs.
I'll cook. I'll cook for free, and there won't be any more trouble, I promise you.
No.
Okay, if I could just talk to Gus.
No.
I know I can make him understand. Please, if I
No.
could talk to Gus,
Walter?
I can convince him, okay? Just let me, please, let me talk to him.
Shut up! Shut up. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I'll give you Jesse Pinkman, okay? Like you said, he's the problem. He's always been the problem, and without him, we would. And he's in town, all right? He's not in Virginia or wherever the hell you're looking for him. He's right here in Albuquerque, and I could take you to him. I'll take you right to him.
Where is he? Right now, you give me an address.
I don't know. He moves around, but if you let me call him. No, please. No, just my phone. It's just my phone. I'll call him, and I'll have him meet me. Right? Okay. Okay.
Did you do it? Sweat? Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it. I can't now. It's gonna have to be you.
What? No way, man.
Listen to me. You're closer than we are. You'll have about a 20-minute lead. They've got me at the laundry, and they're going to kill me. Jesse, do it now!
Son of a bitch! There we go.
Do it, Jesse.
So good. I'm like panicking? Why is he panicking?
You might want to hold off.
Yeah? Why?
Because your boss is going to need me. 6353 Juan Tubo, apartment 6. Yeah.
And go! Gale.
Hi. How can I help you? Take whatever you want. I have money. I got a lot of money. Don't do this. You don't have to do this.
Gale, I'm sorry, man. Now I feel like a dick for just like, I don't trust you. I think you're gonna steal the formula. He was kind of, but like in the beginning, that wasn't his intention. He just wanted to work in a lab because it's magic. And brew coffee too. Pinkman finally did it. Skylar gave in. Now she's working with Walter. Walter gave in. He had to kill those guys to save Pinkman. Jesse gave in. He had to kill Gale. Gale. Maybe he's okay. I'll find out in a week. At the beginning of this episode, episode 13, we see a flashback 16 years before. And, Walter, I'm looking at the guy. He looks like Kurt Russell. And he was working at an actual lab. He wasn't a chemistry teacher. Sandia Laboratories. So not gray matter. This entire season, we didn't even see Elliot and Gretchen. They're just mentioned once. There's still more I don't know about Walter's past. But right now, 16 years ago, he seemed normal. He's got a leather jacket, wanted to start a big family. Oh, there's only 3 bedrooms? How about 5? Like, I want to know what happened in this 16-year gap. This has to be after the whole Elliot and Gretchen thing, right? He must have left Grey Matter and he went to another lab. Why did he leave there? If the lab is magic. Why did he become a chemistry teacher? Those questions will be answered next season, hopefully. Walter did it. He was able to open Mike's eyes. Wider than just this. When I saw Walter panicking, I was like, no, this isn't Walter. He's like, I'll give you Jesse Pinkman. Just please, please. I was like, this is not you right now. Maybe in episode 1, but not right now. And it was all just to get his phone. He did it. He cornered Gustavo. Gustavo, when he was talking to Gale, like, he can't afford to miss a week. He has to do whatever Walter says. Saul. Oh, man. Yes, he's a good guy. I'm like, this guy's a weasel, but he's a loyal weasel. Just like Pinkman. Oh, man. What's going to happen afterwards? What's Mike going to do? He can't do anything. What's he going to do to Saul? He told you not to... Oh, was it that notebook? I meant the other one. Oh, it was on the next page, not that one. I would have thought that, like, you know, the 11-year-old kid that they were using would pull at Mike's heartstrings because he's got a granddaughter. You know, what if it was her dealing? But no, Gustavo's his boss. Whatever the boss says. Yeah, unfortunately I do, Walter. Doesn't even care. Just a second. I gotta see that look on Mike's face again. Eyes wide open and jaw dropped. I guess you haven't seen it all, Mike. After all. He's so smooth. And thorough, too. 1 bullet, 2 guys, and then when they're down, 2 more for each of them, for good measures. Doesn't bat an eye. He doesn't even blink. He doesn't have to blink. His eyes are half closed at all times. No joke, that actually is the secret to a staring contest. You squint. Oh yeah, Pinkman's no longer clean anymore. Right before he took out those 2 guys, he snorted some crystal. So he's no longer on the 12-step program. I saved your life. Now you have to save mine. He didn't want to do it, but he did it for Walter. That's probably what Walter was, you know, thinking right before he ran those guys over. Well, I'm glad that they actually did go to Santa Fe to see Georgia O'Keeffe's museum. Maybe we'll see Q again next season. Marie and Hank. Marie got him out of the hospital. Either she really wants life to go back to the way it was, and she's just really uncomfortable with what's going on right now. Or she doesn't want to keep paying the medical bills. Which, you know, makes sense. The cartel is still like... We saw it at the beginning of this episode when Mike took out those guys. Like, they're probing for weaknesses, right? They're probably also going to look for Hank, too. Hank's a sitting duck at home. I don't think they should have moved him. He can't move. And Marie's going to have to do everything. She won't be able to work. They need to get, like, a nurse or something. Uncle Hector. Tio. Tio's going to be out for blood. In episode 7, you know, Tio, in the flashback, like, he called for, like, a vote. Or... you know, to use Gustavo as, you know, the person that they deal with. So there's got to be more than just Tio and Juan, right? So who else is going to be knocking on Walter's door soon, or drawing axes in front of his house? But Gustavo needs Walter. Without Walter, his business, it's going to fall apart now. Oh, man, did you see that sigh that Gustavo gave Walter at the beginning? It was at that moment Walter realized he's bulletproof. Because if he dies, he's not going to have, like, his entire organization is going to fall apart. He's just at the mercy of Walter. Walter has him. Walter's in control now. Now who's in control of their fate, their destiny, Gustavo? I'm scared. Man, he's going to need an assistant. He's gonna say, Jesse, I want Pinkman helping me, and I don't want Victor hovering over us. You'll get your product. Now we want real security. Maybe Gustavo will think that this whole thing, you know, you have me now, Walter. But it's just a matter of time. He's gonna pull a Skylar and just wait it out. But then he won't get his formula, right? But it'll give him time to just like Nope, he's severed 20 years worth of work with the cartel. No, he's screwed. Maybe he'll attempt to make his own. It's not gonna be the same. And he's getting nervous too. Ted, what's gonna happen with Ted, man? I don't think Skylar, well, I mean, she can't work there anymore. She hasn't worked there since Hank was put in the hospital, and it's like, Ted, no, this thing is done. Don't come snooping. He's gonna go snooping. It's like, I thought we had a thing going on. Maybe with Skylar leaving, Ted's gonna get caught changing, you know, funneling money from his business. Skylar's gonna work at the car wash. Working at the car wash. Maybe we'll see Gretchen again in that green dress. You know, I think Walter Jr. will get that car that he's been asking for. Just be careful, man. Still pissed about Gale. Just Gale wanted a friend. Somebody on his level, even when he came back, he's like, I'm sorry. I'll do whatever it is you tell me. You're the master. I have so much to learn. It was never his intention to learn Walter's recipe. That fly. Not that one, the first one. You know, I just realized how perfect that, like, fly just appearing right before I'm about to watch an episode about a fly bugging Walter. What are the odds? Second. When Walter told Jesse that he met Q, Dawn, the night that the night that his daughter died, like, he was talking about, like, the odds. The odds are astronomical. What exactly does he say? Fly is what the episode's called. I mean, think of the odds. This is what Walter says. Once I tried to calculate them, but they were astronomical. I mean, think of the odds of me going in, sitting down, that night in the bar next to that man. The universe is random. It's not inevitable. It's simple chaos. It's subatomic particle. Oh, wait, it's going too fast. I can't read that fast. When I pause, the subtitles disappear. But what is this saying? What is telling us when, on the very night that a man's daughter dies, it's me who's having a drink with him? I mean, how can that be random? What are the odds that a fly would be bugging me right before I watch an episode of a fly bugging Walter? There it is. So yeah, guys, we've finally done it. We're done season 3. Ah, man. And we're more than halfway finished, too. I'll give my thoughts on each season, you know, at the end. What did I say? Did Walter reach his lowest point this season? Wasn't that my guess? I guess you could say he's a bit more humbled now. He asked Saul for help. He asked Pinkman for help. Did he reach his lowest point? Maybe in the beginning. Will Walter ever get his job back? What's Pinkman gonna do with his money? He's gonna launder it too. Nail salon or laser tag. Oh, 4 episodes. I'm not looking forward to editing this. So everybody remember to stay safe and healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.